Off the starting line first.
He's just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast.
First startup of the day happening over there bright and early. It is going to be a hustle and flow kind of day. Round one is at 10 a.m. and we got a note from the NHRA saying we are going to be finished. Final round, because we're on Mother Fox, as we like to call it. And final round will be at 2:57. That is hustle and flow right there, because that means you got to make 4 rounds, 4 rebuilds, stomp on that loud pedal, and be done by 2:57. That is the game plan. So that means the teams will be going wide open. I mean, getting it to do the rebuilds. We are getting ready to go ourselves right now, and it's going to be a good day. Taking on the champ, Tony Stewart, regular season champ, Hall of Famer, all those things. But we are getting ready, and we will be ready. And we're going to probably be taking on that right lane, because it's been the tricky lane. But let's go, let's do this. Warm up, round one, coming up.
Qualifiers, both trying to make moves in the chase for a world championship. Please welcome to the stage the 2024 U.S. Nationals champion, Clay Millican, and the 2025 regular season top fuel champion, Tony Stewart.
The marquee matchup algorithm took 1/10 of a second to spit this one out, because they are both in the points and neither can afford a round one loss. 3 races to go. Clay, you guys look at the points. You're trying to win the championship. You must win this round. How will you do it?
Dang, you told me something I didn't realize there. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no doubt. The Hall of Famer's right in front of me here. It's going to be a battle, and it's pretty dang cool. You know, I looked up to this guy in the NASCAR world, but he's kind of over in my world, and we're having a blast with him over here. He's a freaking driver, and that's all there is to it. And I'm going to stop on that loud pedal to see if that blinking light's on in my lane.
You know, confronting the potential outcomes. You know it. But our fans, like, see these cars, they're so fast, they're so loud. I don't know how much time they spend reflecting on all the effort, all the work it takes to get here, and it can come down to one moment a whole season.
Oh, it can come down to 1,000th of a second, no doubt about it. Been there, done that, and man, when it's those close ones like that, you just spray it wasn't your fault.
All right, let's go talk to Smoke, Hall of Famer, NASCAR, IndyCar, USAC. But this is a huge moment. You won the regular season championship. You got a little taste of that burn, of that intensity, drag racing style. This is another one of those moments.
Yeah, I think Clay and I are both in the same situation. We got to win this first round if we have any shot at winning this championship. So we just got to, it's in the hands of our crew chiefs more than it is ourselves, but we both got to do our jobs, and our crew chiefs got to do our jobs, and we'll just see what happens.
How are these drag racing moments different than when you're getting ready to race a 500-mile race for hours, whereas it's really coming down to what happens over the course of just seconds?
If I had a 500-lap race, I could screw up about 400 laps and still get it done in the last 100, but you don't get that opportunity here. You make one mistake and you're loading up.
Your marquee matchup, Clay Millican and Tony Stewart. It's going to be wild. They both have to have it. Good luck, gentlemen. Jason.
Over the land of the free and the home of the free. Come on! How about it one time, call Clay Anderson, thank you, sir. And we are bigger and better than ever. This is the Texas
3 races, bro. Let's see what we can do, all right?
Let's do it. Stampede of Speed.
And race fans, with that, welcome to Sunday at the Stampede of Speed in the Texas Fall Nationals. Top Fuel round number 1, ready to fire up here at the 40th Texas Fall Nationals with the marquee matchup, Tony Stewart and Clay Millican, the first pair out in Top Fuel Eliminator. I'm Jason Galvin alongside of Courtney Enders, Joe Costello, Laney down on the starting line. We'll have our friends from NHRA and Fox on the top end as we bring you through this action-packed Sunday here at the Stampede of Speed. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Courtney, Jason, Texas' own. We're ready to go. The first pair, we're going to fire off right away with one of the biggest matchups of the season.
I am so pumped up. That was amazing. Nothing short of what Texas does.
Now, Texas does it right. They do it bigger than everybody, and they did it again in pre-race here at the Stampede of Speed.
Over 3,000, and this is going to be incredible.
Clay Millican and Tony Stewart. This is a championship defining moment for both of these drivers. Tony Stewart, the regular season champion, the Mobile One car on the left side, is 4th in points. Clay Millican is 5th in points. And that Power Edge machine on the right side of the racetrack. Lose this round, and you have dug yourself a nearly insurmountable hole with 2 races left. It's Sunday. It's Texas. It's the Stampede. It's Top Fuel. Off the starting line first is Clay Millican, and Clay Millican is... Millican is into round number 2. It's at 370 at 335 miles per hour. That Power Edge team, they knocked the barrel valve off the supercharger going through the lights down there. So there's going to be some work for Jim Oberhofer and the team, but a 3.700 at 335 miles per hour. And Clay Millican goes wire to wire here in round number 1 to take down Tony Stewart. Joe.
Jim Oberhofer and team wins the marquee matchup. Jim O, you had to have it and you got it.
Yeah, we got it all right, but it pisses me off that we blew the goddamn thing up again and get kind of tired of that crap.
You can tell the frustration from Jim Oberhofer, and there you see the entire barrel valve hanging off the side of the supercharger for Clay Millican's car. The supercharger was askew, so it definitely popped it down there in that Parts Plus Power Edge machine. The good news, I suppose, if you're looking for good news for Jim Oberhofer, is that it didn't knock the entire thing off into pieces like it has before. But this has been an ongoing problem, Courtney.
It has. We take a look at the Play NHRA replay. We talked about him getting through qualifying clean yesterday, which was a good thing. But, you know, you push these things to the limit on race day, and you can see things changing there, cylinder out, and boom. My goodness, that was bigger than I saw with my eyes.
It's much bigger than it looked like from up here in the tower.
Wow.
That's going to be quite a bit of work.
And a tough situation for Tony Stewart there. We're at Dallas. There's 2 races left after this. It's do or die time. The regular season champion with a hard morning.
Yeah, Tony Stewart will go into Pomona now, or into Las Vegas rather, at a bare minimum 150 points back of Doug Coletti. Can't get any closer at this point, and it could get much worse depending on how the afternoon goes on.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Guess what, y'all?
Garrett, I do have.
We won the first round. We beat Tony Stewart.
Copy that.
The boys crushed it, 70 flat. Unfortunately, we did have a banger. Not a good banger. You know, if you have a song that's a banger, that's a good banger. But we won round 1. We're moving on. Right?
Let's go.
Let's go to the top end and hear from NHRM Fox's Amanda Busick with Clay Millican. Good morning.
With 3 races left in this countdown, emotions are high up here at the top end. We did request an interview with Tony Stewart, the regular season champion, who is now out. He knows that his championship's hopes are on the line. He declined that interview. Clay Millican, who said he just grenaded one to get that round win. The pressure not only of being in the first pair, but also knowing there's 3 races left.
Well, you know what? I got Jim O, Nicky, and I think the greatest group of kids putting this car together. Just got to say thank you to Rick Ware for giving me this opportunity. Parks Plus, we just keep stomping on the loud pedal, and we got Power Edge this weekend. All that aside, we turned the wind light on. That was huge. Tony's 4th. We're 5th in points. Got to turn them wind lights on. I ain't even thinking about that championship. I'm thinking about that cowboy hat. Let's go. After a little bit of scrambling, they got her ready to go. And I'm ready to go. We're going to go face Shawn Langdon. Let's go.
Shawn Langdon and Clay Millican come to life. Big round for Shawn Langdon.
Huge.
Big round for Clay Millican.
Equally huge. Yeah, for Clay Millican at this point. The only car ahead of him in the points, still in, is Doug Coletta and the car in the left lane. And so he could start making up some ground right here and could set himself up to face Doug Coletta in the next round. Parts Plus Power Edge machine. I guess equally so after losing or beating Tony Stewart in round number 1, if you're Clay Millican, who's 6th in points, knowing Brittany Force has already advanced from right behind, Clay would actually lose a spot in the point standings to Brittany Force if he can't turn on the win light here. This is a big, big round for the Rick Ware Racing Ford team on the right side. On the left, Doug Coletta, or Shawn Langdon rather, with Doug Coletta having already advanced to Coletta Air Machine. Langdon, Brian Houston Toon. 3rd in points, with Justin Ashley already out. Issues for Clay, and Langdon goes to the semis, 379, 333. The Coletta Motorsports cars both look like they are in top shape here this weekend at 3.790. And Shawn Langdon will race Doug Coletta in the semifinals. A Coletta car will go to the final round, Joe.
Yeah, that's...
There's Dentley. Woo! Well, it is 1:25 a.m. Just got back from Dallas. What a weekend. Man, we roll right through qualifying. 0 issues. I mean, motor clean, dry, all good. Felt like we had found our valve train issues, and I think we did. Roll into round 1, massive, important round. We're 5th in points, Tony Stewart's 4th. We've already talked about that. Boom. Literally, boom. We turn on the wind light, but the moment I'm stepping off the throttle, boom. Like, man, what in the world? Upon further review, fixing our valve train issues showed a little something else. Once we kind of got that squared away, if you watch the video that I put in here, thanks to NHRA.tv, where I got the footage. You see some green flash, boop, 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 put a couple holes out. And basically, there was not a valve train issue. It, long and the short of it was, I think we've uncovered some more things that is going to make the car go quicker. So we went 335 on that run. Speed don't win you races, ET does, but it had 2 cylinders out before it got to the finish line, and basically it was over-tuned. 370 flat, 335 with 2 holes out coming up to the finish line. Big boom, big win. Beating Tony Stewart was huge because that moved us ever so closer to passing him. We're like half a round behind Tony. And you would think, dadgum, we're moving on up. Well, what happened is the points are so close. Brittany was basically a round behind me. Well, she won that round, and that put her past us. And then Steve Torrance, who was behind her, goes to the final. So he passed us too. So we go in there thinking we got a shot at moving into 4th place. We leave there 7th. So Tony fell down to 6th. I fell down to 7th. And it's going to be a dogfight for that top 5 kind of position. I think Doug Coletta's pretty much stretched it out, to be honest with y'all. We would, I don't know what it would take, but a lot, you know, but a top 5 finish would certainly be a pretty good way to wrap the year up. 2 more races to go. Man, I know this. Been a long day. 4 a.m. wake-up call for a 10 a.m. start this morning. And I had talked about earlier in the video, they were needing to be done by 2:57. There was a lot of craziness, a lot of oil downs, and the broadcast did not finish at 2:57 p.m., not a.m. Anyway, you guys are the best. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. We'll see you in the next one. You're awesome. Please tell your friends to tune into the channel. Helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.
90 degrees on the racetrack. Is he good about a grip? Both cars locked in for round 1. They lead cleanly. Millican trying to get to the finish line first, and he did it. Millican grenades an engine at the finish line. 370 beats a failing 377. And Tony Stewart's championship hopes have officially gone up in Clay Millican's explosion smoke. Well, for Clay Millican, he was first off the line, and I'm sure he was very aware of how quick Tony Stewart can be. Listen. Boom, it all goes bad. The raw fuel puddling up in the engine, igniting in the intake manifold, and launching over 150 pounds worth of supercharger and injector up against the blower restraints.